Yeah, you don't even know me. You don't even know me. You don't even know me. Yeah, you don't even know me. 16 bars, court 16 cards. Kiss these balls, bitch, we stars. Fuck that shit, you ain't hot like Prince. Got a little shine, but not like this. Time crumbles when the jet black, then five buckles. All from what I did last summer. But motherfuckers forget, till I'm back up on the set and every motherfucking jump shot wet. Same outfit every day like a cartoon. They'll never find you in a shark suit, and there will never be a part two. Shit, you're looking at the motherfucking art fool.
I've been defeated and brought down. Oh, drop to my knees when hope ran out. The time is come to change my ways. On this day, I see clearly everything is come to life. Been a place and a broken dream, and I'm leaving it all, leaving it all behind. I'll never long for what might have been. No, regret won't waste my life again.
Bro, let me tell you, I saw somebody in that NXT crowd last night doing this shit, and I was like, that's copyrighted.
Beat their
They
ass.
can't do that.
That's
If you
true.
see anybody doing that shit, Dre, you better smack the shit out them and let them know that this belongs to the professor of minkology, the mink himself, okay?
The professor of Minkus. But I'll let him know. I'll review the footage and try to see what's going on because we can't go against him.
Disrespectful.
Sorry, can't do it. Not on this beautiful Wednesday night because you know what that means. It is not AEW. It is a 3D wrestling podcast. I am Dre Macon, the one, the only. To my left or right, depending on how you're cross-eyed, is
It's me. It's D. Daniel. I wanted to go somewhere, but I lost the bars.
it was, it was next week we'll get it.
Yeah, I'll figure something out. We'll get some bars in there. It's fine.
And the one, the only, Mr. Magnificent.
The ton-titted tatted daddy himself.
Hi, let's get this over with. I'm depressed. Life sucks.
Sir, why?
It's life.
It's Halloween. Well, it was Halloween. Did y'all have a good time? I know I saw pictures, the wonderful pictures, trick-or-treating and everything.
I got a problem with Halloween. All right? And here's my problem. We took my girlfriend's lovely daughter to this, nice little white neighborhood. All right? All these people are just outside already with their bowls of candy. So these kids don't get to knock no more. I'm barely hearing these children say trick or treat when approaching. These kids ain't built like we was built as children, Jay. Let me tell you. All right. We was out here with pillowcases. You know what I'm saying? Being ninjas and Power Rangers and shit.
That's true. I feel like the Halloween, I personally haven't. Is it because it was the white neighborhood or black neighborhood? Is it different?
I honestly don't know.
Is it because of ring cameras now? They could just see you coming and they get the alert on their phone, like, oh, front door. So they just annoyed with that.
It's so exciting to run up to the door, knock, 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 trick or treat. That shit's gone. It's a lost art.
Wait, Daniel, where'd you go?
Oh, I went to I forgot Bridgeview in Highland behind that fucking Hannaford's Plaza
Oh,
on
okay.
9W.
Well, me, my girl, her friends and family, and we went to Hyde Park, and they had the basket out that says "Take one," so all the baskets were empty, obviously.
I said
And
I said that yesterday. I said, yeah, remember those when we was kids that said take one? Niggas ain't take one.
no, the baskets were done. But I mean, Gio got some candy, and there was also one house that had like the COVID shoot where they would
The who?
stand. I call it the COVID shoot. So basically, they would stand on their porch and they would shoot candy into the like a tube, and it would end into a little bucket at the bottom.
Oh damn.
That's a little smart and initiative.
Yeah.
He said back the fuck up.
COVID shoot. So I mean, you know, that would have been dope for like 2020. I mean, now, whatever.
Yeah.
Mr. Macon,
Yes, sir.
the picture you sent earlier with said question that we were going to talk about. Is there a way to insert that in here to show the people what we came across?
Of course, of course. So we had a major discussion. Well, not really a major discussion. We had a major proposition put to us earlier, and we was like, we'll save it for the show, and we'll ask us. Obviously, we'll discuss among ourselves, and people who's viewing, chime in. You know, comment, share a friend. You know, share, like, and subscribe, and all that stuff. But also join the discussion. Like, put your comments below on what you think. So,
Is Jay available?
I'll send a message out. I'll see if he is.
Yeah, because I feel like all three of us can make some kind of like point for why each one of the wrestlers should stay. Especially you have an Austin 316 sweater. Daniel has an HBK sweater, which I guess you guys did on purpose.
I honestly, I was in. Look what I have on underneath this.
Oh,
Yeah, he's.
I literally got home. I was cold. I said, "Oh, I'm freezing. Let me go put a hoodie on," and I did.
Oh, okay. So you're double the bias, and I don't have no rock apparel that would fit me, so I'm just here with my regular anime outfit.
I love your anime outfits.
And that's because you rock hard every day.
Whoo, inches. I'm sorry.
I'm not. I'm soft like Build-A-Bear. I'm soft like Dre's hands as he currently has on. Yeah. Anyways, I'm Duran Soft Shrimp Bishop.
Well, all
Anyway.
people doing.
Anyways, but yeah. So put the question up
Yes.
so we can get this done.
So it was one has to go, and it was between Hall of Famer, WWE Hall of Famer Shawn Michaels.
Mm-hmm.
If I had two-time,
Put respect on it. Two-time
Hall of Famer Shawn Michaels. Hall of Famer, top Hall of Famer should be two-time just because Stone Cold Steve Austin. Not a Hall of Famer yet, but you know he's probably going to be in multiple Hall of Fames, and that includes maybe acting. I don't know. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, and WWE Hall of Famer The Undertaker. And it says one has to go. I'll keep this up for a little bit. And like I said, if you guys want to come in and chime in with your answers, you know, go ahead off rip. If anybody wants to start off with their
So I'm sorry to cut you off. So I was talking to Brian, right?
Excuse me.
And Brian said, "Okay, Dre." Anyways, and Brian said, "Off rip, Rock and Stone Cold are mainstays." So the one that would have to go would be either Shawn or Undertaker. And Shawn, this is all that me and Brian discussed prior. So he said Shawn didn't really pop off until the Rockers, which was like 92, 93. Daniel, you can confirm for me. And he said Undertaker was doing this thing, but it's still a hard choice between either one of those. He said he can't see himself taking out Stone Cold. He can't see himself taking out The Rock because those two in the 90s, that's it. So I don't know. I couldn't make a choice, so I gave up.
Listen, I got a choice, and I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I'm ready to go.
Okay, so
And I'm going to back it up with everything I got to say. Now, hear me out. Because people are going to be very upset. And also, Derek's comment right here. You can't tell the story of The Rock or Stone Cold without each other. I disagree to that statement. It was perfect. You wouldn't be able to tell the story of Stone Cold without Vince McMahon. I don't look at Stone Cold's career needing The Rock. I look at The Rock's career as needing Stone Cold. Now, obviously everyone knows Shawn Michaels is my favorite wrestler of all time. He is the number one staying in this group. Number two staying in this group, Stone Cold Steve Austin. Now, when we talk about historic matches and historic moments, and not just one aspect of being a professional wrestler, my answer is The Rock can go. And that's not disrespect. I love The Rock. Love The Rock. But we need to look at careers. The Rock's career was not that long. Neither was Austin's. But we also need to remember Austin literally killed WCW. He took that company to that next point. No, Derek, once again, I'm not pretending that they don't have history. It's one of the top three greatest things that ever happened. I'm not going to say that. But The Rock was in a position where he needed Austin more than Austin needed The Rock. I think that's a fair assessment. Everything that I'm going to say is none of it's trash talk. None of it is something that like you can't even like kind of look at and be like, that's a fair point. You don't have to agree to it, but you can definitely understand that that's a fair point. Now, for me, Shawn Michaels, Mr. WrestleMania, I look because you can tell Stone Cold story can be told simply with Vince McMahon. Stone Cold story can be told just with Vince. The Rock story, I personally think that, like, I think someone talked about it posted it the other day. The Rock and Triple H's chemistry, I think, was so underlooked, and that, like, I enjoy their matches, like, right up there with that. But what I'm saying is that when I look at whole careers, totalities of careers, moments, matches, all these guys had pretty decent careers. I can give you, if I look at classic matches that don't involve Stone Cold with The Rock, I can maybe give you 10 off the top of my head. Of actual classic. Now, I'm not talking about moments. I'm not talking about promos. I'm not talking about any of that. I'm talking about bell-to-bell actual wrestling matches. There's maybe 10 I can give you from The Rock. I can give you well more than 10 from the other three. And that is why my answer is personally The Rock. And like I said, no disrespect. Clearly, I love him. I think The Rock is on the Mount Rushmore of the Attitude Era. Not awful. Like there's no denying that whatsoever. I would never discredit him. But when I look at like the actual matches and not just moments, like what takes place in that ring, I think The Rock has significantly less than Austin, Taker, and Shawn. But wouldn't that other stuff still be a part of a career? Yes, but what I'm saying is that all these other guys could talk on the microphone. All of them had charisma. All of them had a good entrance, good reception, good character. Literally all of them. and all of them excelled in every single thing. I just think that The Rock's in-ring was a slightly less than the other three, is what I'm saying. People are going to take these as disrespect. It's literally no disrespect. I'm simply just saying my preference of wrestling, and when I go back to there, the only match I go back of a classic of Rock's that doesn't involve Stone Cold is that triple threat with Kurt and Taker, and the ladder match with Triple H at SummerSlam '98.
You're not doing the one with Hulk Hogan?
Oh, that's a class. I have a T-shirt for that. That was a great match.
Yeah, that was a great match.
I don't even have to watch that match. I can just listen to that match. It was fantastic.
I'm not gonna lie, that match is amazing, sir.
It's amazing. You know how much hate that match gets, bro.
Bro,
People
the
who
amp
hate that
up
match. I'll tell you, like all the Dave Meltzer guys hate that match. Think it's terrible. You know what Bully Ray says? Bully Ray says it's one of the greatest matches in WrestleMania history. The build to thank you, Derek. Great point. The build to him and Cena, yes. Would I go back and watch either of him and Cena? Absolutely not. Build is fantastic, though.
You wouldn't watch him and Cena too?
No, I wouldn't go back and watch those.
Okay.
They were fine, but
I'm not pressurizing you, sir.
yeah, like there was better matches on the card. What him and Cena won was at what 28? That was Triple H and Taker in the Hell in a Cell, or 29? No, yeah, 28. That was him and Taker in Hell in a Cell. Definitely with Shawn as a special guest referee.
Yeah, you're not beating that.
That was easily match of the night.
Ooh.
I mean, you know, this is all. Listen, I'm a changed man. Okay, I'm a good guy. This is my baby face turn. I'm not gonna talk shit. If you guys want to say Shawn Michaels, that is fine by me.
Oh, okay.
Like,
we can find it. Yeah, fuck Shawn. No, I'm joking.
Listen, wrestling is very preference based, and if it wasn't for Shawn, I would not be sitting here with either of you right now. So he's above all. But don't get it twisted now. Don't get it twisted now, all right? You see it. You see what I'm about.
So
Dre, you can take the picture down now, though. Oh, I see what you did there.
Yeah. So whoever chimes in can just see.
Fair.
Yeah, go ahead, Deron.
all right, so I'm personally not taking down The Rock for obvious reasons because I'm biased. I feel like The Rock had to, just like Daniel said, Austin killed WCW. When Austin was out, Rock had to take the forefront. Like, he just had to. Like, there was no... Even when he was doing through his fucking steroid breast mammogram thing, and he had to wear the black T-shirt because his titties was leaking, he still carried that. And classic... All right, Daniel, classic matches without Austin, the I Quit match with Mankind.
That's in the top 10.
All right, because
I put that in there.
Because I'm pretty sure Mick Foley's whole family didn't like The Rock for like years.
Children were traumatized.
Sir, we was traumatized. Rewatching it, I was like, these chair shots is hitting.
I'll never forget. I rented Beyond the Mat from Blockbuster when that shit came out. And it showed all his little Noel Foley crying in the front. Oh yeah, he had his whole family pissed off.
So if he had that tape recording the whole time, he couldn't just do that after one chair shot?
Oh, the I Quit?
Yes.
No, he was being a menace, bro. Right? He was being a menace.
Yeah, you're forgetting. Black T-shirt Rock. He didn't care. He was a problem.
Listen, if you would have had Black T-shirt Rock versus 2008 bald-headed Randy Orton, somebody's going to jail. All right.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Black T-shirt Rock was his own form of a legend killer.
Somebody going to jail.
Wait, isn't Black T-shirt Rock the one that gives the sliding elbow drop?
No, he was wearing a shirt, but that was Babyface Rock.
I thought it was Black T-shirt Rock when 1, 2. It doesn't matter if The Rock counts to 3.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Okay. So,
Wait, you know what, Jerome? Before you continue, I will tell all of you this: as far as just like moments, I would take Sean out. Not WrestleMania moments because he has more than all of them. But as far as just like significant, like beer truck, Taker crucifying him, crucifying Stone Cold, fucking Rock throwing Austin off the bridge.
Yep, after he threw off the title. Yep.
This was after Sean left. They did all those moments. So I will give you that. But as just an overall wrestler, that's an overall performer in all categories, Sean's one. But if you look at moments, he's definitely out of there.
I mean, if we're doing that, then we can I guess take Sean out because when Sean got injured, all 3 of them had to step up. And
you're welcome.
All right, you called
it welcome.
All right, I guess. All right, cool. So just take credit for breaking another man's back. Anyways,
Stone Cold was already going up.
Nah, I said what I said. You take credit for breaking another man's. Nah, you take credit for breaking another man's back. As you said. Anyways, I feel like I can't take out Austin because Austin was the 90s. Like, even though his like we said, his major like stint was what, 3 years?
We'll say from 96 to 2003.
Okay, so we're doing when he came back after. So we're doing King of the Ring when he does the Austin 316 onto when he was driving the RV
to WrestleMania 19 with The Rock.
And everything in between.
All right, so we can do that. All right, yeah, and The Rock probably had the same stint. About. Or did The Rock have a little bit? No, because Austin was out for a little bit, and then The Rock. Okay,
Rock stopped going full-time after he lost to Brock Lesnar in 04. No, 02.
02.
Okay.
Well, actually, no, I'm sorry, because The Rock did the heel shit.
He had a few matches after that.
Yeah, and then he lost to Goldberg at Backlash, and then he was gone for it.
Oh yeah, with the what you gonna do, all that shit.
What you gonna do, brother?
He called Goldberg a whisker biscuit bitch. I thought it was...
No, bro, that was the line of the century.
Whisker biscuit
bald headed bitch.
He said, "I'm gonna hit you with the chair." That shit is, I don't know. I could watch Rock shit all day. So, it's crazy. So I also agree with Daniel, but I wouldn't take out The Rock. I would take out Sean. Like, for all of Daniel's points, just apply it to The Rock. Even though The Rock is not like the greatest wrestler ever, he's not like a wrestler. Like, he's not like a
he's
technical.
An entertainer.
Yeah, he's an entertainer. And I can say it because, like, when Sean came back, Sean was a wrestler, 80s to 90s. When he came back, he would push more into entertainment. Austin, entertainer. Rock, entertainer. This version of The Undertaker was pushed more into entertainment. So, like, if we're going that route, I would say Sean.
I respect all of you. Okay? I respect anyone who takes Sean out. I get it. I understand. Corey, don't come in here talking all that nonsense, all right?
I'm not gonna lie though, if they replace like any one of these guys with Triple H, I'm not even answering this question.
Hold on, let me I'm gonna take this down now finally.
Corey got a baldy now?
Does my girlfriend have guests?
She got friends?
Yeah. All right.
So I definitely said Shawn Michaels, but I'm only saying Shawn Michaels for this reason. If the 4 people that was up there, my theory is if you just take them away from the history of wrestling, would wrestling still thrive without that person? I say that it would not thrive without Steve Austin. And I said will not thrive without The Rock because when Steve Austin left, The Rock basically took over Steve Austin's place. We all know that Undertaker had a long history with the WWE that, I mean, to me, he might be the greatest wrestler of all time if you really want to be technical.
Definitely
I
the
mean,
greatest character, greatest gimmick.
Easily.
Yeah.
Easily. Not
Yeah,
even
he-
close.
He
If
did
you
a whole promo about it. He was like,
if you take away Shawn Michaels, then you would still have Bret Hart there to carry the company. And that's the only reason why I said you take Shawn. You could I could take Shawn out in that sense.
yeah, but okay, Corey. So here's the thing: Bret Hart was a bucket. All right, like he's a great wrestler, but he had nothing. That nigga had
Bret
nothing.
Hart's
in him.
Bret's greatest run as a character was his couple months as a heel before he left. Okay, as far as character work,
One of my
his
Bret Hart-
consummate baby face was just
yeah, and Bret Hart's
fucking regular ass promo.
Bret Hart's best matches involve Owen Hart. So like your brother outdid you before he died. I mean,
I won't say his
Look, you
best
see,
match.
Corey's thinking about Mr. Perfect and British Bulldog and
Yeah,
Piper
yeah,
right
but
now.
it's
That's
funny.
what Corey's on.
but-
That's
yeah,
an
but-
80s baby. You know Corey thinking about that shit.
Yeah, I was like, wait, hold up now. Like,
oh, you about to say youngin because you an old motherfucker now?
listen, young blood.
You know what's crazy? I feel like
Little Thundercats.
even if you did take Shawn out, Bret couldn't carry. Bret couldn't carry.
He
So you
could,
think-
because go ahead, Corey.
You don't think that Bret could have carried WWE if there was no such person as Shawn Michaels? Bret couldn't carry it.
No, there was too much contenders. Like you said, Mr. Perfect. There was Owen Hart up and coming. There was who else was?
Remind you, everybody you just named Bret beat. But go ahead.
Yeah,
Not
but
Shawn.
like they. I mean, you still had better characters than Bret, though. Hell, Razor Ramon was a better character than Bret.
I can easily say this. Shawn Michaels out of those three, obviously not like the biggest money draw. That's easy to admit. That's fine by me. He's not the biggest box office draw. And yes, like he left early in the Attitude Era. So like the Attitude Era clearly thrived without him. That's if we're talking impact, here's my thing. The reason why I stand also, I mean, I feel it, but I believe in all of this Shawn Michaels shit because 90% of wrestlers back then and now will agree that Shawn Michaels is the best in-ring performer. I mean, if we're just talking in-ring, so I think I'm just emotionally attached to it, but like that's why. Like I look at the facts of like I look at the fact that like his name's Mr. WrestleMania. My man has a losing record at WrestleMania. I look at facts like that. Like what I'm like, because it wasn't about winning for Shawn.
So let me ask this question, right? So when y'all say one must go, what is the criteria that y'all looking at? Because if it's the criteria of
you mean criteria, right?
Criteria,
excuse me. Why is it? You said Q? Why?
It's criteria.
Pride.
That's what I'm saying. Criteria, because you said why. No, you were saying you kept on saying criteria like you had a random lisp out of nowhere. It was like it was fancy.
No,
criteria.
Right. That sounds like a girl. You know what? That's a Florida thing. When you find somebody with a too big of a butt, now she got a criteria ass.
I love that Duran always starts the show in such a bad mood, and then this nigga just warms up out of nowhere, and he's just good to go.
Because I'm be honest, if I stayed depressed all the time, like my life is, y'all don't have a show. Y'all would just talk back and forth about nothing, and then I would say something that interjects, and then be like, "Oh, that's funny."
I just love you. I just love the fact that you get hyped up.
I'm hulking up because Hulk Hogan's the greatest champion of all time because a nigga was it was in New Japan. Hulk Hogan wasn't Hulk Hogan. I'm not gonna lie. The more I learn about Hulk Hogan, even though he's a racist fuck, the more I understand why he is the way he is.
I don't really know what you mean by that.
I'm about to
So,
say,
like-
would you care to elaborate?
Why he's
Sure.
a Pisces?
Yep. And why he had a sex tape. Anyways, called TV Time with Terry.
TBT?
Yep, TVT. He was playing Tank in the background. So I learned that I learned that for some reason Hulk Hogan was the first ever IWGP heavyweight champion. Did y'all know that?
I did.
First ever or the?
I think there's an
No, the
asterisk
first
with
ever.
that though. I
don't
think
know if
there's
it's
an
the
asterisk
first
with that,
American.
I think they're pushing it as the first ever.
I think
I don't
there's
know.
an asterisk with that.
Is he like the first Gaijin, like the first American?
Yeah, no, the first champion was Antonio Inoki.
Okay. So how was he the first? Was he the first American champion?
Most likely.
Gaijin.
Either way, you know, like Hulk Hogan actually was a wrestler in New Japan, like an actual wrestler. Like he did moves, like headlocks, and so like the more I'm understanding, like the more I understand why Hulk Hogan was a bigger draw. I just don't fuck with him, like at all, because he sucks. And after Dark Side of the Ring, he sucks more. Now I mean, he hit Jeff Jarrett with the finger poke of doom. Nigga went down. Vince Russo came out, yelled at everybody. Booker T became champion. Nothing made
It just
sense.
sucks. It sucks because he used to be all right. He was all right.
I'm not gonna
My
lie.
man
You couldn't have an 80s match without Hulk Hogan. Like you wanted a big draw, you call in Hulk Hogan, which is crazy because the 80s, 70s, and 80s had like names. Like
Let me just say this real quick. Derek is so invested in what Corey was about to say because Derek's favorite wrestler is Triple H. And that's why Derek wants to know what Corey was about to say about Triple H.
oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Corey. If you remember, I apologize.
Yeah, I forgot.
It was along the lines of if Sean wasn't in that picture of the four and it was Triple H, then you would something.
Yeah, who would you pick? No,
You sure
I
did.
said that. Who would you pick if
No,
it was?
Deron said something
Deron
like-
said that? Oh,
Yeah,
my bad.
if it was instead of Sean, it was Triple H. Who would you pick then? Because I'm not.
I'll
picking.
tell you what. If it's those four, the reason you can't throw Triple H out of that is because Triple H was the fucking heel of the Attitude Era. The heel of the Attitude Era. That man was hated. He had so much heat. Like, and you cannot have great baby faces without a perfect heel. And Triple H, my God, was the perfect heel in the Attitude Era and the number one heel of the Attitude Era. There's no fucking way.
So if
Triple H is in that, I got to get rid of the Undertaker. As sad as it
yeah,
is.
I was just about to say that if it's Triple H in there, I got to get rid of Taker. There's no other way.
You got it.
Before we virtually add Triple H into that, I'm gonna finally give my answer. And this is, I'm gonna say it with like all respect. There's no bashing.
Begrudgingly.
No, it's not. It's not even begrudgingly. It's like it's no bashing. This is all like straight as a compliment to this wrestler because he basically did everything he was supposed to do, and he did everything he was supposed to do, and that's why we got to take him out, and that is Shawn Michaels again, unfortunately, because okay, Shawn Michaels was obviously a pioneer back in the day. We never seen anything like what Shawn Michaels did. He was a rocker. He did all the
Talk
tag
about
team. He missed the WrestleMania matches. Like he was the one that was doing the 5-star matches back in the day when nobody literally was doing them.
Talk about it, Trey. Go ahead.
He was more of a wrestler than entertainer. You know, he was entertaining too, the whole dancing and some of the DX stuff and things like that. And The thing is, Shawn Michaels made a blueprint of what wrestling initially is today. You got your high flyers, you got your entertainers, you got your people going off the top rope, you got your people doing super kicks. And him making that blueprint made a ton of wrestlers nowadays want to emulate off of him. So, with that being said, I look at it like this: if Shawn Michaels is not there, and we take one of these wrestlers, if we take a Seth Rollins, if we take a AJ Styles, we take a like any one of them to the Attitude Era and take over Shawn Michaels' spot.
Say it. If you want to say it, Dolph Ziggler.
Yeah, even Dolph Ziggler. Take Dolph Ziggler. Hell, take a Nathan Frazier by guy. Like, take a Kenny Omega. You take any of those people back to the 90s, and they will be Shawn Michaels. I don't think anyone else can duplicate a Stone Cold, a Rock, a Christian Cage, and The Undertaker. Like,
Dre, hold up. I was Dre making. I was waiting for you to finish just so I could be like, Dre, I swear, bro, I ain't gonna talk no shit. You just said this in the most respectful manner. The most respectful manner. I really appreciate how you put your words together for this, and then you do that.
I'm sorry, I literally thought of that last second, so I had to throw it away.
Crazy.
But yeah, I feel like there's no matter, like, you can put anybody in the Undertaker's shoes, nobody can do that gimmick, especially for as long as he did ever. No, you can't. If you put fucking
Kevin Thorne,
there's only one person that I feel like that actually could have been the Undertaker that wasn't the Undertaker.
His name is Wyndham Rotunda.
No. I feel like that Kane could have been Undertaker before. I mean, if Undertaker wasn't Undertaker.
Kane was a more able-bodied Undertaker.
But like, the thing is, Kane was a dentist before he was anything.
Kane needs flowers, bro. Kane needs flowers.
But the Undertaker was Mean Mark doing heart punches before he was an Undertaker.
Yep.
So,
but at the same time, it also has the look. Undertaker came with this look, like he literally didn't do nothing. He just stared, and we was terrified.
That was that nigga right there,
like,
bro.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, I felt like Kane could have been the Undertaker had there been no, like, if Vince McMahon came to Kane or what is his name, Glenn Jacob. If he came to Glenn Jacob, it was like, hey, look, I want you to be this character, the Undertaker. I believe I'm only saying Kane. I believe Kane could have still been the Undertaker
without the Undertaker.
So Kane still could have been the Undertaker. That's fine. But Undertaker also evolved throughout. So if we're talking Undertaker from the 90s to 2010s, Undertaker, he wasn't doing nothing. Like, I won't say he wasn't doing nothing. It was all entertaining moments. From 2010, ever since the match with Batista at WrestleMania 23, that's when Undertaker started doing bangers. Like, matches with
his
Batista.
Greatest matches ever
in the later
were
part
Shawn and Triple H.
Shawn, Triple H, Batista, Kurt Angle, like
that No Way Out, John.
Okay. Yeah, all right. Y'all gonna have to give it to Ric Flair too. That Ric Flair and Undertaker match at WrestleMania.
I literally talked about that when Duran tried to shit on the streak, bro. I talked about that when Duran tried to shit on the streak. That Ric Flair match, I'm gonna be honest. Behind Flair and Michaels, Ric Flair's best WWE match ever is that match with The Undertaker. Yes. And it ain't close.
Okay, so can we just talk about Flair's last run when Mr. McMahon was like, look, you lose a match, I'm a fun. What? I enjoyed the shit out of that.
I'm sorry. I thought you were talking about
Ric
Flair's last match, run.
No,
that's
no.
My bad. Continue, sir.
I meant we don't even talk about the E here. We don't even mention that fucking match because, nigga, I almost passed out watching him pass out. So, but yeah, that last run he had where Mr. McMahon was just like, if you lose, I'm gonna fire you, and he was like, all right, I just gotta win, bro. I enjoyed the shit out of that.
Yeah, it was a great time. and it culminated with a fairy tale ending.
Yep,
It
you
was
gotta
beautiful.
put down
It
old
was
Yeller.
Beautiful.
Ah, that promo.
Come on, bro. Come on, son. Stop.
Ah.
You better stop playing with the kid. Stop
the
playing.
old Yeller
I'm sorry.
promo.
I love you. Come on, son.
Which is
on.
crazy because that WrestleMania also had the Edge versus Undertaker match where Edge outlawed the triangle choke.
And what was everybody talking about after that event?
CM Punk winning Money in the Bank for the second time?
No, they were not. They
bitch.
certainly were not.
Oh my, yeah. Wait, no, wasn't a triple threat. It was Big Show, Edge, and Undertaker.
Nah,
Undertaker's.
that was.
What,
that
it's
ain't
not the
that.
same. It's not the same Mania.
Nah,
Big
WrestleMania
Show
24 was
and-
Edge and Taker.
I feel like Big Show interjected though.
There was a triple threat that year with Cena, Orton, and Triple H. Was it that?
I thought no, that's 25.
God damn it! All these WrestleManias start to look alike.
I thought 25 was Cena, Edge, and Big Show.
Oh wait,
and then it was Triple H.
Oh wait, no, it was Triple H and Orton. Yeah. You're right. My bad. Respectfully, I'm sorry.
It's all good.
God, that WrestleMania is a card. Anyways, Jesus.
But you know what everybody was talking about after both those WrestleManias? Come on.
CM Punk winning Money in the Bank 2 years in a row?
No, they were not.
that goddamn miss flipped off the top rope when he hit the fucking edge of that table and fucking stomach up.
Now you know what else they was talking about at WrestleMania 25 though? The way Matt Hardy twisted fate Jeff Hardy on that chair.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I should rewatch this WrestleMania now.
Yo, WrestleMania 25 was all right.
I just didn't like how the main event ended. I felt like Orton should have won.
Nah, man. Nah, you had to give it a shoot.
nigga.
Orton was doing too much to Triple H to not give Triple H the dub.
Nigga broke in his house, bro. Come on.
Nigga.
And he
I'm not gonna lie.
No, Triple H broke into his house.
I'm not gonna lie. That was primetime TV. When Triple H broke into Randy Orton's house and threw that nigga out of his own house through the window.
Oh, I love that shit.
Nigga, we was talking about that like it was cop.
Bro. Wrestling's the greatest sport in the fucking world, yo. I swear to God. Like,
you know what's crazy?
It's really the greatest fucking sport.
Like when they get it right, when they just get it right, like it just works.
I'll tell you.
Like, cause I'm be honest, you can
right.
I'm not at that point. I wanted to stab Randy Orton.
Can I ask y'all three? Can I ask y'all three guys a question?
Of course, sir.
As of right now, who is y'all most underrated wrestler on the roster today?
WWE.
WWE.
See, I'd say the Miz, but I'd say that's underappreciated and not underrated.
I feel like Miz is okay with that though.
Yeah, no. That's what I mean. Listen, Miz cooked up so hard on Monday, I literally yelled,
say the same
"Let's
person.
go, Mike!" That's a.
I'm gonna start this off.
Yeah, go ahead, Dre. What you got?
Ludwig Kaiser.
You know that nigga.
No, like if you honestly, I feel like
points with friends.
If you take Kaiser out of Imperium, right, and he wasn't Imperium, he could be his own wrestler. He already know how to wrestle. He got the look. He could be a chiseled. He could have been Vinci's like actual gimmick before Giovanni Vinci, did whatever he had to do. But the nigga can wrestle, and I just feel like he just is being underutilized right now, obviously with the whole Gunther thing, and they're not even going for the tag title. So I don't know, but I think he can talk. I think he can wrestle. I think he can entertain.
I can't say underutilized though. I can't say underutilized.
He's not performing to the best of his ability, I should say.
I understand, but my man's on TV every week. He is telling, and there's also some story being told with him and Vinci as well. So I can't say underutilized, personally.
I'm gonna attempt to bet on black here. I'm gonna say Apollo Crews.
Bro, I don't even know where he at.
Exactly.
Somewhere with a red eye.
The people of my country.
You know what's crazy? They keep on giving him the some kind of flag, and it just goes nowhere. I don't know why. Because him versus Carmelo Hayes was fire. I mean, it's not better than him versus Ricochet, but still. But like, I feel like Apollo Crews is kind of underused currently. Like they can he does it all. Just like
underused. He ain't used at all. It ain't underused. That's straight up not used.
Well, sir, that's my like I said, I'm gonna bet on black for right now. Cause like I said, I haven't been watching wrestling, so I don't know what's going on in the world.
From the Undertaker to the underuser.
Corey, who do you think is?
So when I thought about it, and I was like, oh, you know what? Let me ask these guys. I think the most underrated wrestler on the roster today is Baron Corbin.
Yeah.
I
Baron
honestly,
Corbin.
I don't think there's any better answer than that. Wholeheartedly.
Baron Corbin is, first of all, he's definitely getting better on the mic. That's one. Like there are times where he was on the mic before I was like, please just take the mic out of this man's hands. But now he actually makes me laugh when he talks. When he throw his little, his little shots and disses.
He's a schoolyard bully.
Yeah, like he has reinvented himself numerous occasions. Hell, the man retired Kurt Angle.
Sure did.
He was actually, before Jey Uso, the last person to pin Roman Reigns.
He sure was.
So when I think back, and I'm just saying to myself, why isn't the WWE utilizing him? I feel like he should be utilized more. I
can't argue that.
I do feel like that he's about to get a title shot on NXT with Dragunov. I don't feel like he's going to get that title from Dragunov, but I honestly feel like that he should be in world champion like Seth Rollins type matches.
That boy can go in the ring. And I definitely think people don't realize how good he is in ring.
Yes.
Like when he runs to the corner and slips out the ring and then goes around the post, comes back in with the clothesline, beautiful. And then when he gets that deep six, he throws a little extra rotation on there, a little spice on the rotation. Whoo, I'm hyped. That boy could go. Baron Corbin is a monster. He's so good. He's a good heel. He can get good heat, man. Baron Corbin is definitely he's a special talent, a special talent.
Okay,
and at a very close second, very very close second, it's like 1A 1B for me. 1B would be Karrion Kross.
definitely.
Let me tell you something about Karrion Nathaniel Cross, our friend.
Buddy.
That man hasn't even scratched the surface of who Killer Cross was in WWE. He hasn't even come close to scratching the surface yet. If they let that man go,
just let him
the way Killer Cross was out here terrorizing people. Karrion Nathaniel Cross is world champion material.
Off rip.
Look at him. That man is a star. He's terrifying.
I literally just said that he should be traded to Raw just so he can challenge Seth.
That's what I'm like, bro. Just pop up, choke out Seth, hold title up. Nigga, I'm coming for you. End of story. He has a believability that not many people have. That's what's so special about Karrion Nathaniel Cross, our friend here at the 3D Wrestling Podcast. Okay. I think he was the first person we interacted with after we created this show. So we go back.
Post. That was like a year ago. Yeah, we go
like
back.
he's the first person. Yeah, we go back.
So
we love the man. So yes, if they let him go, Like he looks the part, you believe the part. Believability is so lacked in wrestling.
Exactly.
And I think most people agree to that. That believability and like that passion
I mean, my
is
phone.
lacked, and it takes a special person to do that. Like, and like WWE has been really good with like getting you to believe people. Like even Sami Zayn's promo on Monday, like I was ready to rally behind him. Like, yeah, I'll come in there and fight the Judgment Day with you. Like Karrion Kross, when he speaks, you fucking listen. And that boy can talk. Be having me over here thinking about everything. I'm like, I don't know what he just said. I gotta piece this together on my own.
And not even just that, his look in itself is also believable. He brings legitimacy. Like,
oh my
man,
God.
even from the bald head to right now with the slick hair, like you
I
just
don't know who's scarier.
when you see him, you think, yeah, nobody's gonna beat this dude. It's the same thing. Like, he has that believability, like you said, and only a few people can get that, and that's Gunther and Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
Like, that's it. So that's a short list. Like even giants like Omos, like you can look at him and you could be like, oh yeah, Cody Rhodes could beat him. That's fine.
If you put Omos next to Karrion Kross, I'm saying Karrion Kross gonna dog walk his ass. All right.
Here's my son.
Shit down his leg. What up, Gio? You right?
Look what I found.
Okay.
You found dinosaurs?
Yeah, they were under the bed.
Under the bed.
Get him, my boy.
What's up?
But yes, Karrion Kross. Oh, we still love him here at the 3D Wrestling
I
Podcast.
love you.
Yes, thank you, Gio. We love
I love
Karen.
you.
That was adorable.
I love you.
Love you too.
You're my best friend.
You better say that with some oomph back there on. I don't know what the fuck you did.
You said you're my
You
best
better put
friend.
some stank on it.
Fly in the well.
You can't be depressed when you got someone like that saying
Yeah,
that.
you better put some stank on that.
Hey, both of y'all, shut the fuck up and let's finish the show.
Tear in my eye.
All right,
We still got 8 minutes left. So you better say you got 8 minutes to say thank you with more emphasis.
You're so funny.
You're listing all of Deron's accomplishments.
You're so silly.
Just lay down, son.
Just lay down, John.
This is incredible. Look, he's trying not to smile. Look at him. He's
Right,
trying to
you
hold it
can't-
in.
You're trying to keep kayfabe.
I'm not going to die now. I'm doing the show.
Eat
Sir.
the computer.
Trying not to break character over here.
Right.
Sir.
Professor of Mixology is a whole dad.
You looking like you granting your first Make-A-Wish right now. I love it.
That's
Sir,
crazy.
sir. I'm doing the show. Can I finish doing the show?
I want to sleep with you.
All right, I'm gonna go lay down after. Can I do the show?
No.
So lay down and be quiet. Lay down there. Where's your blanket?
All right. You good now?
Mhm.
Okay.
But
All right, so back to the original question. Everybody else getting rid of Shawn Michaels. I respect it. We should find more of these polls.
yeah, like I said, it's only because of respect of what he did for the business. He pioneered the business. He did everything. He made the blueprint. And like I said, if you put any of those wrestlers now that molded themselves off of Shawn Michaels into Shawn Michaels' spot, they can take his spot.
Yeah, I can see that.
I'll tell you though, that goddamn Stone Cold, man. I'll tell you.
I'm not gonna lie, even though like they can somewhat shape Kevin Owens into that style of Stone Cold,
It still wasn't.
it's
Stone
it's
Cold.
it's still not Stone Cold.
Well, you know who his favorite wrestler is, though. Kevin Owens' favorite wrestler is still Shawn Michaels, in case anybody didn't know.
Oh,
That was the first wrestler. That's the first wrestler he watched when he first watched wrestling. It was Shawn Michaels versus Diesel at WrestleMania 11, and he saw how little Shawn Michaels was in Kevin Owens' words, not mine. Believe it or not, he was a little guy back then, so he saw Shawn Michaels doing it and said, "Wow, I could do this too." Just saying, but yes, I will be honest. Shawn Michaels and Stone Cold, it's not 1 and 2. It's 1A and 1B. Like, I love Stone Cold Steve Austin. My mother loved Stone Cold Steve Austin. Like, my mom didn't even like Shawn Michaels like that. She loved Stone Cold Steve Austin. I go back and watch, like, the crowds. And that's why people who debate, like, Austin and Rock, personally, I don't even think it's even remotely close. Like, I think it's a clear as day answer to me personally. Because I just think that, like, yes, even when The Rock was a babyface, like, crowd was hot, crowd loved him. It was a different atmosphere when you heard that glass, bro. That glass brought out, and that glass could have ended racism altogether.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying.
But
That had
also
everybody united.
with The Rock, like, disappearing, and like obviously he had a major pop back then too. But then, all the times that he went through Hollywood and then come back, and that pop every time he comes back is just always different.
Bro,
It is.
The Rock could randomly show if The Rock randomly showed up at NXT, the whole place would have erupted.
Like,
Stone Cold, same. Like, you hear the grass. Wow, thanks, Gio. You hear the glass break, and like just that hearing it does something to you.
But that's the thing, is like, people refer to, like, when wrestlers get loud pops now, they refer to it as an Austin level pop. They refer to it as like an Austin-esque pop.
I thought they referred to it as a the Road Warriors pop.
That was until it turned into the Austin pop.
but then also you got The Rock, who literally put SmackDown in a damn dictionary. Like, if you look at like when
And
Austin when Austin was out, The Rock took WWE more into show business than anyone else.
They wouldn't have SmackDown without The Rock.
Actually, SmackDown was Chris Jericho's idea, in case nobody knew that. They just got the name from The Rock.
Well,
We don't talk about Jericho over here. He's with the enemy.
Bro, I got to get my couple minutes in the shit talk right now. MJF and Kenny Omega, wonderful match.
That match was immaculate.
Wonderful match. Here's my problem with the match. You have MJF tied in this whole thing where Jay White has his title. Then you announce, this is on Dynamite, then you announce on Dynamite that next week on Dynamite, you're going to have an 8-man tag with MJF and 3 people against the Bullet Club Gold. And if MJF wins, he gets his belt back. But then, on 3 days' notice, you announce that MJF's going to wrestle Kenny on Saturday.
For the first time ever?
For the first time ever, with no belt present. And, like, I'm sorry, you don't book Kenny and MJF in 3 days fucking time.
No, that needs to be a 2-month out thing.
Like, you don't even give that away on free television.
Sir, that's your headliner. Because that match and then the MJF promo after,
incredible. That is like not free TV.
He was just like, look, I can't do this 5-star match I want because it's tiring as hell. Bro, that's honesty.
Bro, the fact that they gave that away was dumb as hell. The fact that you booked that in 3 days is dumb as hell. And the fact that you have this longest reigning title streak championship match with no fucking championship makes no sense.
Wait, did it reveal who's behind the devil mask?
No.
Oh, they're still doing that shit too, right?
Yes, bro. And then he's got a story with Samoa Joe happening. He's literally tied into all this other shit.
What is he doing with Adam Cole? Is that deaded in the water?
Adam's injured.
Oh, again?
His ankle broke. He had to get surgery.
Yeah, I was there. Shit was nasty.
But he's still Ring of Honor tag champs with Adam Cole. So
yes.
Oh, brother, this guy.
I just don't understand. I don't understand why it's so fucking hard, man. I don't understand. And this is what typical AEW is. Great matches, Everything else makes no fucking sense. Like, this is Kenny Omega we're talking about. It's the fucking best bout machine. It's the cleaner.
Yeah, this man was when he had 3 titles from 3 different companies, he was just showing up on the company. He
Bro.
was your flag. That man was AEW champ, TNA champ, Triple champ. And he was on 3
I used to hate when you say that. I love it now.
Triple
Yeah.
I know you hated it. Yay. Right, Gio? Say something.
He said, mm-hmm.
All right. So, but yeah, so like, yeah, Kenny was your flagship. Kenny had different stories on different companies.
All compelling.
When he was tagging with the Good Brothers, that made the Good Brothers valid again.
Sure did.
He had 2 forms of Bullet Club on 2 different shows. He even had a Bullet Club in AAA.
And then you just put him in a match on 3 days' notice.
So
that
this
man.
is
Sorry.
No,
Drake.
go ahead.
I was about to say that man gave us him versus Bryan Danielson.
So this is all like a Tony Khan thing. I think he's just so last minute with everything. I don't know how much of this responsibility also goes. I know Tony Khan gives a lot of slack, but I don't know how much of this responsibility also goes to the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega themselves. If they are part of EVP and creative, they should also step in and say, hey, blase blah. Like, I just feel like, just like you said, this should have been a 2-month build out. People probably just didn't even know last minute. Oh, MJF creeping up to the world thing. Oh, yeah, you guys should put that out. And literally a week before it happens, this is when we're going to do it. So it's like,
so it's 3 motherfucking days, Dre making.
Like, legit 3 days. So it just doesn't make any sense. And they're just literally booking week by week instead of long-term storytelling. And that's kind of the problem.
Sorry, guys.
So,
I'm all over the place.
Yeah.
It's all right. I think we're over here anyway. It's fine.
Yeah. Yeah, we're done with our AW gripe. Danny Garcia, I'm not gonna lie. I'm trying to make it out to the city so I can watch this Prince Nana dance at HOG.
I thought you meant the AEW pay-per-view in December. I'm gonna go to that.
Oh right. Now I forgot you go to live events. Let me know what it's like.
You're literally just talking about going to House of Glory.
I said I want to. You know what's gonna happen. I'm gonna be home with this one, or I'm gonna be at work. When you're a dad with 3 jobs and 2 side hustles, you kind of don't have time to say you're gonna go to other things. You
This
just
is why
say
you're a star. This is why you're a star, sir. You are
I'm
a
not
star.
And stars burn out.
Every nigga is a star.
That's wow. Dre with the deep cut. Heard you.
That's how we had to cap off today. So
All right. Well, let's figure this. Let's finish this. I'm
what just happened there? How did you do that?
Is it the peace signs?
Is it? Yeah, they
Yo,
for me.
bro. Yo.
How the hell are you doing that?
Is it just hands up? No?
StreamYard is just
This is crazy. Yeah, you know what it is. Follow me, Daniel _Lamar. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. You already know. Shout out my nigga Ray. No.
What? It's just him. All right.
It might be the black backdrop.
I've never. StreamYard is doing up different shit every day.
I didn't even know there was a possibility. Cool. I'm King Apollo. I don't care where you can find me because you'll just see me everywhere.
Yeah, Dre Making. You can find more beats like this on SoundCloud.com/MinerBoy. And
Dre, by the way, that was fire in the beginning. Fire with the hook.
Oh, what
great.
Hook and Brock?
Yeah, that's great. Fantastic.
Thank you. But yeah, so yeah, you can catch me everywhere. You see the hashtag Dre Making Productions, 3D Wrestling Podcast, and that's about it. So, ladies and gentlemen, it was an awesome show. Thank you for chiming in and giving your
catch
suggestions.
me here
Say bye, say bye, Gio.
Bye.
Bye, Gio.
Bye. Have a wonderful time. Last words by
What are you
Gio.
gonna do?
What does he
Hey,
say?
don't Teddy down.
I'm leaving. I'm leaving.